Greetings, Earthbound Travelers. Welcome to tonight's episode of Will the Dice Presents the Scions of Oblivion. I'm Tyr the DM, world's okayest DM, and I will be guiding our players through this cacophony of clusterfuckery. Before we get started, a couple of things to cover. One, we are for mature audiences only. If you're not mature audience, please leave. If you get offended easily, you want to leave. We are in no way, shape, or form affiliated with Wizards of the Coast, any TTRPG, designers, publications, any of that. We're just a bunch of geeks getting together to play some Dungeons & Dragons and share our story with you. We want to thank you for joining us this evening, as this is the last episode of Will of the Dice for 2021. It's been a year, guys. Holy shit.
What a year.
Woohoo!
I do ask that you guys bear with me today. I had a hell of an accident. My office chair broke, threw me in the floor. So I'm in a lot of pain. So if I forget anything or screw anything up, just, bear with me.
No worries, bro.
Because I took an extra amount of pain medication. So.
All good.
Woo! Before we get started into this, we do have announcements and introductions. We'll go ahead and start with our announcements. Locke?
Hi, gamers. I'm Locke Clark, and I'm here to talk to you tonight about our partners in this endeavor, Level Up Dice, fine purveyors of luxury dice for all your sexy dice needs. And tonight, I'm going to talk to you about some True Stone dice. Now, these are really cool. True Stone dice, what they do is, so they cut dice out of semi-precious gemstones over at Level Up. And when they do, there are discarded portions of those gemstones that they can't use because they're not big enough to make full dice. So then they grind those up into powder, and then they take those powdered pieces of actual semi-precious gemstones, and they infuse them with resin and combine them together into cool patterns and shapes and things in the dice. And they make perfectly balanced, perfect dice that are 80% gemstone and 20% resin, and they come up with some really cool stuff. And tonight we're going to talk about the cluster green, yellow, purple, and pink True Stone dice. These things, I mean, they look like candy. They look like never-ending gobstoppers. You got to go check these out. You got to see them. They are a sight to behold. And to see them, you're going to go through our portal because it makes us look good to the company, and you want us to look good. And so you're going to use our portal, which is https://bit.ly/L, D, Dice. That's bit.ly/LUD, Will of the Dice, all one word. Go and check those out. And while you're there, check out everything else they've got on the shop. I'm sure there are people in your life that need dice for Christmas, or whatever other holiday you celebrate that you give gifts for. Or maybe you're tired of people buying you gifts that you're not going to use for Christmas, and you just want to buy something nice for yourself so that you have a present that you like. So go through our portal, check those out, find yourself some cool dice. Maybe it'll be the True Stone ones. Who knows? Also, we would like to thank the musicians who provide music for tonight's show. They heighten our experience, they heighten your experience, they make the whole game better. Those musicians are Kevin MacLeod, Michael Gelfie, Dwergar, and our very own Patrick Taylor. Thanks, Pants, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Pants. Woot, woot. Yes. Thank you, Locke, for that. Here to talk to you about our One Community, One campaign. Rin. Or Alice. Sorry.
I mean, if she wants to do it tonight, she can. Even though she just did it last night.
I did it last night. You go ahead.
We here at Will of the Dice have a little thing that we do to try and give back to the community that we call One Community, One Campaign, where when we get notified by you, our audience, about whether you have a small business or someone you know has a small business, you can give us a shout out at our email, which is the number 1 COM, the number 1 CAM at willofthedice.com. That way they get a shout out for their small business so that they can, we help them and they help other people, and it's a snowball of helping. Though, if you yourself have a small business or someone you know has a small business, please email us at onecom1cam@willofthedice.com and make sure to provide your name, the business's name, a small description of the business, and a link to the website for them.
Excellent.
And since I just saw Tyr doing it, we also have a disclaimer here on our channel. We at Will of the Dice do not condone the use of nicotine products such as vaping, cigarettes, and cigars. Nicotine is an addictive substance, and we want all of you to be happy and healthy. Though some of us may be users of such products, we do not encourage their use. If you already do use and are looking to quit, or are trying to quit, there are resources out there, and we encourage and support you in that endeavor.
Awesome. That's the announcements. Let's get into the introductions.
Hey everyone, I am John. I'll be playing your lovely Loxodon Druid Zaraj, the matronly mother of the group who has now realized that it is her job to keep everyone alive. And you can find me all over the internet at that_film_guy.
Hey everybody, I'm Ren Matley. I'll be playing Vinfira tonight. She's the grumpy 5'2" half-elf who is completely disenchanted with the world. She is full on like angry teenager. Up until recently, she shared her body essentially with another soul, which left her lingering in that veil between life and death. So she was ice cold to the touch, had extra pale skin, icy blue eyes, and long dark hair. But now that that's been released, she's got long dark blonde hair, healthy looking skin, and honey amber colored eyes. But just because she has a pulse doesn't mean she's got a heart. Though she's awfully protective of the friends she's made. You can find me over on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Alice, the conductor of the Oops train, and tonight I'll be playing Dandy Santhy Jelbean Gigglebox Monfrey, the 20-year-old gnome rogue with short fluffy strawberry blonde hair and light caramel-colored skin. Sometimes cheery, increasingly dreary. Dandy is starting to be very unsure about her place in this world, and you can find me on Twitter at CapandCuppyCake.
Hi gamers, I'm still Locke Clark, and I play Karak Stoutheart, the full-blooded orc with slate blue skin, double tusks on his lower jaw, and fiery red hair, who is a cleric of a storm god for the orcs. And the reason it has become Zaraj's job to keep everyone alive is because I failed miserably at trying to keep an entire airship crew alive, because everything I did to try and do that went wrong, and I blew all of my spells between doing that and then keeping us from dying of hypothermia in the ocean. And you can find me on the Book of Faces and the Twitter Patience at Locke Unruly. That's Locke with an H.
And as I said in the beginning of this, I am Tyr the DM. I am the world's okayest DM. And you can find me on Twitter at Tyr_the_DM. As always, our safe word for tonight is porcelain. And do we have any last requests before we get started?
Not the face.
I can't blame things on bacon anymore.
It's been confiscated.
The bacon still has like a 99% success rate. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but that
it's-
1% ruined everything.
That was a big 1%.
So, morning comes after a night of feasting and revelry. The crew having become drunken to celebrate the defeat of the sea dragon that had followed and attacked the ship trying to get its prey, which was you. As you begin to slowly rise, one of you will notice something drastic. The shadows around you undulate, waver, A soft song dancing, beckoning, calling, as if Angermora itself was reaching out for you. And then it'll stop.
Good
You
questions.
said one of us noticed that?
Yes. Ren. Venfira would see it, the others would not. The shadows almost reaching for her.
Does it feel threatening?
Yes.
She would probably quickly come to standing, looking around, watching it as it's happening, and then not quite relaxing when it stops. And then look around at the others who are probably still laying down or sitting down.
Here, you said we're waking up, right?
Yes.
So is that a long rest from last session?
Yes, that is a long rest. Everyone may take a long rest.
And then
Booyah.
I have rolled my cosmic omens, and it is a woe day.
Okay.
Looking around at everybody, making doing a head count, like she's making sure they are all there.
Everyone is there.
She's gonna look around again, make sure she doesn't see the shadows moving about anymore.
Ugh. Who wants coffee?
A nice yerba mate today.
I could use a cup.
I'm gonna break out the cauldron and set it up in the hold like I did last time. Just long enough for everybody to get food and coffee or yerba mate, and then I'll break it down again so that we don't smoke out the hold.
Okay.
Dandy's gonna sneak some bacon.
Okay.
Passive perception is a 19. Do I catch it?
Give me a sleight of hand. What happened to our music?
I don't know.
We lost the music bot.
Come back, music bot.
There it is.
What'd you get, Dandy?
23.
You
I
do
do
not.
not That's fine. I wasn't actively looking to make sure she wasn't taking bacon, but I had hope that she was more mature than that.
It's been reliable up until the one time.
Also, it's good road snack. I mean, really.
Pocket bacon.
We'll need to put a little sign on the cauldron. Bacon for eating, not traps.
Venfira's gonna kind of move across the hold away from everybody and, speaking quietly in Infernal, see if her shadow servant is present.
Yes, mistress.
Can you see into Angermora like last time?
Yes, mistress.
What's going on there?
Gangriella has perished.
What?
The prince now seeks a bride.
What kind? Who's he looking for?
You, mistress.
Oh, fuck no. What are they doing?
Amassing. Waiting. Gathering. Lilith stalks, looking for the final pieces to burst the gates asunder.
Well, we're not gonna let that fucking happen. Good job.
One word of warning, mistress. One
What?
comes for you. One hunts you. Their power should not be underestimated.
One what?
Umberkai.
Which one's looking for me?
The one known as the Drake.
We haven't seen those before that I know of. What do they do?
Powerful.
So they're called Drighton?
Yes, mistress.
Anyway, you can give me a heads up if you notice them coming.
I cannot, mistress.
It was worth asking. I need to talk to the others. Thanks.
Your cauldron making your coffee karak. It tastes especially good this morning. The sea air whetting the appetite. The breeze, the fresh air seeming to invigorate all of you.
Once Siraj is done with her morning yerba mate, she's gonna make her way up top deck and kind of take in the sights and the sounds of endless ocean.
Okay.
Once everyone is eaten, I'll break down the cauldron and put it away.
Okay.
Ven is still off to the side, kind of by herself, pacing a little, feeling a little broody.
Dandy will come up.
Are you okay?
No, I don't think I am.
Do you want to talk about it?
She kind of look at the others. I should probably talk to everyone. Come on.
Dandy will follow wherever she leads.
She'll head back toward the others. So, I was talking to my shadow servant.
Wait, is Siraj still with us, or has Siraj already gone up on deck?
I'd imagine I'm walking towards Till's top deck, and with my giant elephant ears, I could probably sense that they're about to say something important and stop and turn around. Or would
Zaraj,
you like a
get your ass
perception
down
check for
here.
that?
I'll allow it.
All right.
Hey, Zaraj, get your ass back down here. We have a fucking problem. How's that?
Another one.
Where did I put that swear jar?
I
I
don't
can't
think
believe-
that's the problem.
I can't believe you're still fucking bothering with that fucking thing.
Obviously, I'm not, because I've lost it. Zaraj will turn face and go back to the group.
I was talking to my shadow servant. He can see into Angramora.
That's a nifty thing.
He says Gangariel has fallen.
That is
Not quite so nifty.
the opposite of good, yes.
Yeah, and apparently Princey Boy thinks he needs a bride.
That is... And I'm guessing, since his sister inhabited you, he thinks you're a likely candidate.
Yeah, apparently.
Lilith not to his taste, then.
No.
Guess not.
Although, if the stories are to be believed, she was never into men.
Yeah, well, I've never been into either, so...
Samesies.
I don't like this. No.
He says that a new Umberkai is coming looking for me. Says it's called a Dryden, and it's really powerful.
Are you wearing your bracelet?
She hasn't taken it off, so probably.
Zaraj is just checking. I mean, Zaraj keeps hers on, but if this is the moment, if somebody's coming for you, she's gonna double check. Are you wearing the bracelet?
Can we remind the crowd what the bracelets do?
Yes, chat. It is a bracelet of anti-scrying. While wearing it, you are hidden from divination magic. You cannot be targeted by such magic or perceived through magical scrying sensors.
I have been giving some thought to when next we encountered the Umbrakai. Vinfira, that, your dragon.
Yeah.
I understand that you are a shadow mage, but are you capable of summoning any sort of dragon?
Well, yeah, I'm a little limited, but I've got options.
Because there are dragons who I believe their breath weapons would be extremely potent versus shadow creature.
Which kinds?
2 seconds while I check my note.
And I'll check the spell, because the spell does it vary slightly from traditional dragons. So we had a long rest.
I believe it is one of the crystal dragon. Has a light-based weapon.
From what I can recall, I can summon a gem dragon that has like a radiant weapon. Is that what you're thinking of?
Yes.
Give it a try.
And I have a couple of tricks up my sleeve as well. And I look at Zaraj. If you have anything that uses holy light as its primary source of might, you might want to think to preparing that for today.
Well, I've already prepared my spells. Because it's the new day. But definitely in the morning. But I could also summon one of those dragons, and I will think upon that as well as other spells. Unless here it's still early enough to prepare our spells. But usually that's what happens in the evenings.
I'll allow it.
Alright, great. I don't like that you're allowing it, because that means you're planning to fuck us up. And you want us to be prepared.
Rainbows, puppies, unicorns.
No one believes you.
I gave
Yes.
I gave Tyr cookies this morning, so he's in a pretty good mood, which usually results in all kinds of fuckery. So sorry.
Oh yes, there's plenty of unicorns. They look like this.
And Stabby the unicorn, who has a knife blade duct tape to his forehead. That's, yeah.
Ah, that reminds me of the bog unicorn from Dragon Age Inquisition. I love that mount. It's an
By the way-
undead horse that has a sword going through its face.
Apropos of nothing, while I was working on the construction project last week, when I wasn't streaming at night, we were playing a card game called Unstable Unicorns that is just phenomenal. I recommend it to everyone. So we have a vague plan. All we can do is be on guard and continue on our way to try and make it to the Tusk Spire as quickly as possible. Tyr, do I recall how long the captain said it would be before we make landfall
Be
in
a
the free
couple of
cities?
days.
Okay.
But
Odds are... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, through the magic of narration, unless you all have anything that you need to do, we can fast forward that a little bit.
Okay. I was just going to say, if the Umbrakai find us here on the sea, we will deal with them, hopefully without too much of a fuss from the crew. If they find us on the road to the Tusk Spire, well, we'll deal with that as well. Once we get to the Tusk Spire, I don't know what we're going to find.
Yeah. And if we can avoid anything going wrong on the ship, she'll kind of side-eye Dandy for a second. Probably preferable.
Dandy doesn't know what you're talking about.
Besides, after that weird, like, shadow moving around thing that happened this morning, I could totally do with things being calm for a minute.
What do you mean?
You guys were waking up too, didn't you see it?
No.
It was like the shadows and everything in here was all like wobbly and weird.
Did you drink last night?
No.
I think actually I should probably roll for that tier. Or I'll leave it up to you. Would her description seem to me to be like the shadows were, given what we know about the prince looking for his bride, like the shadows looking for us, but perhaps the anti-scrying bracelets preventing them from finding us, which is why they wobbled and then stopped because they couldn't.
Insight check.
I figured that was going to be the answer. Don't fuck me, Ustad. That is an 18 plus 8, so 26.
It is very possible that that was what it was, or that maybe perhaps the forces of Angermore were reaching out but just weren't quite strong enough.
I see two possibilities for what you saw. Either they were searching for you and the bracelets prevented them from finding any of us, which is why they found no purchase, or they simply did not have the requisite power to break through at that moment for some reason.
Yeah, well, either way, they can go fuck themselves.
Well, yeah.
I need everyone but Dandy to please ear off.
Oh, great.
You are compelled to throw bacon at the helmsman. No, I'm kidding. You will notice Vinfira's skin is getting paler.
Interesting.
And that the ends, tips of her hair are slightly hued.
Okay.
Anything for everyone back?
How was your day?
My day
Besides
was good.
the chair.
It's been a bad pain day. It's been a bad pain week. The weather has absolutely sucked. And then when the chair broke and slammed me in the floor, that was, holy fuck, that was horrible. But, you know, I've been looking forward to running tonight, so...
I'm just, trying to make things seem like it's taking long so that they get a little bit nervous.
Now make a very worried looking face. They're too busy trying to make hearts.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, bring them back.
Oh, hi, we weren't doing anything obnoxious.
Sorry, I was so busy directing traffic, I wasn't watching Tier. I was watching everybody else.
So do we see a change on Dandy's face or anything, or?
Dandy, you tell me.
Nope.
Okay. So the travels goes, sleeping and resting in the cargo hold, helping where you can through the daily chores. Eventually you'll hear land ho. And shortly after you'll find yourself docking in the free cities. You will notice that there are no Minotaur guards as rumored to be inspecting those that come off the ship.
I wonder if it's because we are on a Minotaur ship, or if it is because things have changed.
Let's hope for the latter.
I hope Tarios is okay.
Indeed.
And
Pan
Pants.
too, yeah.
Tosh.
yeah, Tosh.
He'll always be Pants to me. Well,
I mean, it just rolls off the tongue so easily. But yes, Tosh.
Croc,
You
we
put pants in your mouth?
On occasion, but I don't try to make a habit of it.
Did you at least ask him first?
Oh, no, I meant the garment, not... Usually with someone, and I ask... This is pointless, never mind.
Well, do we need anything in the free cities before we teleport to the Tuskspire?
You know, last time we were through here, things were pretty fucking empty and sideways. Should we check in on that Baynard guy?
I see no reason not to. It'll be a brief stop, and since we're expediting our travel,
Yeah, I've prepared the transport via plants when I knew we were almost at Land Ho, so...
And
All
I
right.
mean, the Cashmere Rose does have pretty fucking good chocolate pie, I'm just saying.
Oh.
so we'll have lunch, and then we'll go.
It's never a good idea to teleport on an empty stomach.
Indeed. So we head over to the Cashmere Rose.
And it's easy to find. You all have been there before. The House of Purchasable Affection, as it is known. It is very quiet. Baynard cannot be found. Something about an emissary mission. But you are remembered. You are on a list of very important persons. You are given a very discreet table. You are brought a bottom of Malcolm's mead and 10 different types of chocolate pie, as is customary.
Oh my.
This
Truly
is
the
more
red
pie
carpet.
than the last time.
There are
Yeah.
those that cast affectionate looks towards Karak, a specific male and female, but they are otherwise entertaining other guests.
I will, blow them a kiss and just sort of wave.
Does Ventura notice that?
Does he try to hide it?
Not at all.
Yes.
Ben's gonna kind of look at him, look over there, look back at him. Do you need a minute?
No, they are occupied with paying customers. I would not want to interfere.
Dandy's just gonna roll her eyes at the entire situation.
And it would take far more than a minute.
Well, saying hi only takes a minute.
Depends on how you say hi.
Gross.
We don't have time for that kind of high. We have time for a hello.
As I said, they are engaged, and it is...
Oh,
the people,
congratulations to them.
the people who come here are paying for a fantasy, and I wouldn't want to break the illusion for them.
As if there were like
rude.
a fourth wall or something like that. You wouldn't want to cross it.
Yes, exactly. I don't know why for wall. Yes. Crossing any wall would be, unless you're I don't understand that metaphor.
Well, I mean, shadows can do it.
I suppose so.
Anyway, have you tried this pie over here? It's really good.
Oh, did you try this one? It has like a hint of mint in it. Oh my god.
This one with the peanut butter.
Yeah.
like this one. It's got some nuts and it's got some caramel and it's just really good.
Oh, and then there's this one, which seems to have a sort of cracker base and then some sort of, I believe, and I never understood the word. Do they come from a bog or something? They're marshmallows? Do they steep them in a bog? I don't understand.
Dude, how have you never had a marshmallow?
Oh, I've had them. I just don't understand why they're called that. It makes no entomological sense.
Because
I don't know why it's called a
originally it came from the mallow root, and which I believe is found in marshes. And then now it's mostly just sugar, but it used to be mallow root extracts.
Interesting. Well,
then how do you
nonetheless.
explain this one? The chocolate mousse pie. Are there actual chocolate mousses out there?
No, the little little bits in there look like mousse droppings. That's why they call it mousse pie.
But I've had other types of mousse that don't have any solid stuff in it.
Oh, that mousse pie, not that mousse pie.
Not the mousse track pie, just the mousse pie.
No, it's not made from mousse. It's because it's like a light cream.
What does that have to do with Mises?
I don't know. I didn't go to culinary school. I'm from an island, pretty secluded.
I
This
just
is
steal
just rolling her eyes
stuff.
and eating.
All I do is steal stuff and throw bacon. And occasionally stab.
It's not all you do.
Zaraj will like hard eye Dandy when she says that and be like, "Well, we at least took all the bacon, so you can't do that anymore, right?"
Yep.
And she'll move on. So that Dandy feels a little bit, just a tinge of I'm lying to my like adopted mother guilt, but not enough to do anything about it.
I need a deception check, Dandy.
Alrighty.
My passive insight is 15.
Yeah, so.
You said deception?
Yep.
A nat 20.
It's a Darwin.
So, yeah.
There's no way that she's a rogue. Any lying or stealing things, it's always gonna get past Zaraj.
I could
He's
do
going
a
for the-
bad roll. My deception's only +6. If I rolled a 2 on that, you'd see right through it.
I do crack open. Actually, I don't. I take the bottle of Malcolm's. I put it in the bag of holding. I pull out the open bottle of Malcolm's from the bag of holding. I open it and I pour a shot for myself and I look around the table to see if anybody else wants some.
I need to be of sound mind and body if we're gonna be walking through trees.
Dandy'll put up a finger.
But please, get fucked up before we go traveling through trees.
I will pour Dandy a gnomish-sized shot. Wow, that's a hard sentence.
So a thimble.
Basically.
So, Karak, as you pull out the open bottle of Malcolm's mead from your bag of holding, you'll notice a creature with gossamer wings on the bottle.
The fuck? I snatch it.
As you snatch it, the body looks almost crystalline as it tries to buzz and get free.
Does this look like one of those weird little creatures we saw in the Emerald briefly?
It does.
Oh, no. Squish that thing.
How did they get into... I crush it.
Make sure that you aren't missing anything out of there.
Well, I'm not going to upend the bag, but I stick my hand in and I'm going to search for any more of them.
Okay. How many diamonds did you take from Umberkai?
Oh dear. Yes. I have. Huh. That's right. I did that. Not as many as you think.
I mean, we
Not
just
after
used
having to
up
revive us
4
a
of
few
them.
times.
Yeah, actually, I have 2
2 left.
because I traded them all out and cut them down. I traded them to a jeweler for cut down equivalent values in diamonds of smaller size, so that we could use them for resurrections and shit.
Okay.
And I've got a whole bunch of diamond dust.
So I need to know how much diamonds that you have, normal diamonds.
Okay. Yeah.
How much gems, because that's what they eat.
Yeah. I have remaining. I have 7 500 GP diamonds. I have 15 300 GP, and I have 4.4 thousand in diamond dust.
All right. So, fuck the dice. You've lost 1 of the 7 and 3 of the 15.
What? Oh, no, that's hitting the wrong button. There we go. So I have 6 times and 3 of the 15.
Yes.
12. Okay. And yeah, I searched for any more of the creatures.
Nope, that's them.
All right, and then I check my diamond stash. I discreetly pull out my diamonds. And they've eaten a few.
Was that the only one?
It would seem so. I checked for the other Umbrakai diamond that I had. Actually, I checked for both the Umbrakai diamonds because I wouldn't know at this point.
They are unhatched. So they are diamonds.
They didn't eat these 2. They ate some of the regular diamonds.
Should we cut while we're here in the city? Should we get those cut down to replenish what was?
We probably should. We've used several. Could use
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, we have a habit of knocking on death's door.
Too bad. Actually, I look for whoever it was that brought us the pies, the guy who knew we were on the list.
Jebediah comes back to the table.
Jebediah, I need a favor, and I would usually ask Baynard this sort of thing, but he's not here, so perhaps you can help.
If it is within my power.
Baynard has helped us exchange some gems before for gems we can more readily use for our spell components and things. I have these, and I lay them down on the table. They are worth about $2,000 a piece. I was wondering if you could get one of them broken down into 300 gold piece diamonds for us, and the other into 500 gold piece diamonds for us.
We'll have it happen. You'll take the diamonds and go over talking to another individual. So go ahead and convert those out and put them into your...
Karak, before we send them off, can I request that one of them be broken down and then encrusted into a bowl worth 1,000?
Oh, yeah, we could totally
I
do
can
that.
do Heroes Feast now.
Actually, we'll just... Yeah. Actually, yes. If you could... We would like a... It's... If someone in town has one, we need a jewel-encrusted chalice, about 1,000 gold piece worth. And then 2 500 gold piece diamonds and And then this one into 300 gold peace diamonds, with the remainder being broken down into dust, please.
All right, you can go ahead and do that conversion.
Zaraj, you want me to take the chalice?
Yeah, you can hold on to the bowl because you've got the bag.
The bag. I can't cast the spell, but you can. So yeah, that's.
And it's one of those things. It's not I need to cast it immediately. It's a 10-minute casting time, so it's like we'll have the ability to like, hey, give me the bowl
8,
or a chalice.
And so that would be 6 more of those. My math is correct, which would be 6 and 2 is 8. And then give us 0.2 more in dust. All right. And manage inventory. Lid.
Above table, I've got to tell you, before every session I rolled to see if those motherfuckers hatched for the last year.
All right. What the fuck did they list what is the spell component for Hero's Feast called? Because I'm not finding it in the inventory.
It's a gem-encrusted bowl worth at least 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay, I was looking for jeweled chalice. Gem bowl would be.
And his brother Bill.
Really? Gotta be in the inventory, right? Oh well, I'll find it. We can keep playing.
It's at this point, Vinfira, you'll see a familiar face. Silver hair, blue eyes, draped in black and gray.
Her uncle?
Her Uncle Bane, that Deep Walker Ranger that's clad in black and gray except for a strip of yellow fabric that hangs from his right wrist, and the large panther beside him.
Where is he
walking into the door, so it'll be across the tavern from you.
Has he noticed them?
He has not, because they're
She
secluded. They're sort of hidden back.
She, without saying anything, she's gonna get up and walk over to him and see, try to say hi.
He will arch an eyebrow looking at you. Vinfira?
Yeah.
You've changed.
No, I'm still me.
Your appearance, it's different.
Yeah, I know. I look like a Nora.
Are your friends here?
Yeah, why don't you come with me?
Very well.
There's a lot to catch you up on. And she will lead him back to the table.
He will follow silently beside you and then take a seat.
Dandy will offer the Panther Mila a piece of bacon.
Is she being discreet about it?
Not really.
With a 19 perception, passive perception, Zaraj will see Dandy offering the piece of bacon.
Where did you get that? Okay, Dandy, say it with me. Bacon is for eating, not throwing at traps.
Why do you think I'm feeding it to the panther?
How much more do you have?
Not a lot.
Well, that bacon is for eating, not for throwing at traps.
She'll just roll her eyes.
Greetings, friends.
Greetings.
Hello.
What brings you this way?
Looking for a way home. I've lost contact with my wife. I cannot seem to reach anyone in the Emerald.
You can't reach Aunt Mila?
I can't reach Mila. I can't reach any of them.
I don't give a shit about the others. You can't reach Aunt Mila, though. That you two are never out of touch.
Exactly. So I've been trying to get passage to Sean Condor, but all the ships are either going to Morton's Deep or further up the coast to Glandomere.
Well, there's got to be someone. If Aunt Mila's in trouble, we have to go.
But I cannot. I must go to my people. The demon rises.
She's going to kind of look at her Uncle Bane and look at Karak and look at her Uncle Bane and look at Karak. I don't know what to do.
Wait.
I have an idea.
Yes, Dandelion.
Siraj?
Yes.
Siraj can get us, all of us that need to go to, the Tusk Spire, do the Tusk Spire, and then she can take Bane to the Druids.
I can only do this once per day.
Oh.
Wait. Let me... There are a couple of things that I can try. First, I'm going to try sending to Ren, because I've met her.
Okay.
So I'll do a sending. Ren, my name is Karak. I am with your husband. He is worried for your safety. Are you safe? And if so, where are you? Also, I am here with Venfira.
There's no response.
All right, give me a moment. I pull out my ritual supplies and I lay out a ritual, and I'm going to attempt to scry. Wait, do I have that on this character? I might be mixing my character. What level spell is it? Yes, I do have it. So yeah, so I will ritually cast Scrying.
Casting the scry, the world seeming to peel away as you try to look across time and distance. There's only blackness. Give me an insight check.
Uh, 13 plus 8 is blackjack.
So it appears that the individual has an item that keeps people from scrying on them.
She has an anti-scrying device, doesn't she?
Yes.
Do all of the druids?
I do not know.
No, he said he couldn't reach Aunt Mila or anyone else in the Emerald. The druids live in the Waste. The Weeping Wasteland. The Emerald is where you would find Shava.
Yes.
I know Corlorn wears that stupid bracelet of his that protects him from certain magic. But I don't know about Shava.
Let us try. I will attempt to scry on Shava.
All right.
I would imagine she does, considering her position.
Yeah,
She
she is a
does
high
not.
elder.
You will see time and space fold away. You will see Shava there, frozen. next to her husband, you will hear laughter. Demonic laughter.
When I break the scry, I stop and I pause for a moment to consider. Interest. The people of the Emerald appear unharmed. Time there is frozen. There is a demonic presence.
They must be after the falls.
You mean the ones that should push come to shove is the only way to save the world?
Yes.
Yeah, the falls are like the source of magic. The source of magic. That's why they're so guarded.
But go ahead, Ziraj.
Well, I was gonna say, Tyr, is the Emerald, and was that before I joined the party that they visited that?
Yes.
Great. So I cannot teleport us there.
No.
I'll let them know. Like, it sounds the place you were describing I have not visited before. I can only take us to places I've been.
Also, if we were to teleport immediately, even if we could teleport immediately to the Emerald, there is no guarantee that whatever is affecting the people there would not affect us immediately, that we would not become instantly frozen in time and powerless to stop anything.
Can you scry on the falls?
I can try. Ziraj, I anticipate that trying to look at the source of all magically might cause some backlash, so if you wouldn't mind, just stand by.
I'll stand right over here, like just out of blasting range, but within healing range. In case it is a big backlash.
I'm gonna attempt to scry on the falls.
You will cast your scrying spell once more. You feel the goddess of the storm, the divine power embrace you. You can almost hear the thunder in the distance. You can almost see the lightning as your eyes close. Time and space fade. You will see the falls are frozen mid-fall. You will see there on the peninsula before the falls a creature, dark, their face shadowed, long hair, feathered wings dripping with blood, a scythe in one hand and a whip in the other. And you will see 4 individuals, 3 of which wearing the garment of the blood hunters, with the insignia, a universally known heraldic device. You will see a dwarf, an elf, a goblin, and a kobold, standing prepared to do battle with this shadowed creature.
Would I recognize that shadowed creature from history?
Give me a history check.
Or religious studies, either one.
Or religion, whichever you prefer.
Let's see, which one? It doesn't really matter. I have the same score in both of them. Don't fuck me, Ustad.
Not without consent and lube.
Oh, that's a good roll, though. Thank you, Ustad. That is an 18 plus 4.
That is Malacusius, the scourge of the nightmare realm, made fast, manifested up in this world.
Are there any other details that I can pick out?
There is not. It is all you can do to make out this.
Do I'm just gonna throw this out there and see what you say. I, being a soldier first, would very much be looking at the individuals that are standing to fight the demon and mentally like gauging their chances. Do they look, from what I know of how to fight demons, do they look properly armed for such a fight?
You can't tell.
I can't tell. Okay. Worth a shot. Oh. That can't be. That's... Oh.
Well, I'm glad you didn't explode.
I look at Bane. Is Bane sitting with us?
He is.
Bane, I'm going to need you to take a tight grip upon the table and try to remain calm when I speak this next sentence.
He will fold his hands in the lap. You'll see his face drain of emotion as he looks at you.
The Blood Hunters are in the Emerald, fighting the demonic presence that is there. There are 4 of them arrayed against it. The demon they fight is Malacutius, the Scourge.
The fucking what? I know she was not quiet about that.
We do not want to cause a panic here, Venfira. If news of this were to get out, they fight the Scourge himself. He walked the world again.
Well, that's some just lovely bullshit.
That might explain why Angramora is searching for a bride so fast.
He's gonna have to go fuck himself.
I need to get to the Emerald. I know, Druid, you said that you've not seen it, so you can't teleport there.
I can, unfortunately, as much as I would like to, without having seen or touched a large plant in the Emerald, my powers are limited. Unfortunately, I am a druid, not a wizard.
I don't think Zaraj has been to Shan Kandor at all.
No, that was before I joined the show.
Yes, she has, because we met her in the Weeping Wasteland.
Oh, the Druid Enclave.
Yeah.
But it's quite a walk from there to the Emerald.
Oh yeah, that's days.
But is it closer than where we're?
It's on the right continent.
Yeah, but it's closer than where we're currently at.
Can you get me there? My wife and children. I have to get there.
But if we send him, it can't be within the Enclave itself. We'd have to place him in the Weeping Waste, somewhere outside the Enclave. Shayla can't see him.
Why can Shayla not see me?
We messaged with him, but did we not tell him everything about Shayla?
I thought we did. I thought we told
that's
Bane.
right. You did. Never mind. Again.
Yeah,
lots of
we
Bane
used
meds.
sending. Yeah, we used sending to tell Bane, and then that was the first time that I spoke to Mila via sending, was to tell her so she could get clear of the Druid Enclave.
Karak, do you think your people could wait a day?
For this, they will have to.
That's what I assume. Alright, so first, Zaraj is going to grab some of her... So since I am a chef, I'm going to give Bane some of my chef's treats. I'm going to pack him snacks.
Loxodon's treats.
Just so he has something for the road. And then I'm going to... Bane, come with me. And I'm going to exit the cavern.
We should all go together, given the threat that is looming from the Umbrakai.
All of us to the waste.
No. We should.
Oh yes, just outside. Yes.
Yes, we'll follow you to the tree so you can.
Yeah.
do your thing, and we'll all be together in case anything bad happens.
Isn't there a large tree in the courtyard?
There is.
So, Zaraj will place her trunk on the tree and start concentrating on some of the foliage in a large tree that she saw that was like just outside of the Druid's enclave from when she was coming in. And when she kind of gets that clear picture in her head, what are my...
Okay, so while you're doing that, Bane will come to Vinfira. He will hug her. He will pull the medallion from around his neck that is his captain's status medallion and place it over her head.
No, you need that.
No, you need it. It'll help if you're ever back in the Emerald. Nobody will deny anything with you wearing that.
I don't think I can go back to the Emerald.
If I can't help and those blood hunters fall, somebody's going to have to, Ventura.
Oh, I'll go fight a fucking demon, but I can't be in the Emerald just for fun. It's a long story.
Hopefully I live long enough to hear it.
You fucking better.
He will hug her tightly, kiss the top of her head. I love you.
Don't make
my
Aunt
niece.
Mila. I love you too, Uncle Bane.
He will look to the panther. Stay.
Who's gonna take care of her?
You are.
She's gonna look at her, look at her Uncle Bane. I've never taken care of anything that wasn't made of shadows.
First time for everything.
She's gonna kind of look over at Siraj.
I mean,
Right.
she's practically made of shadows as a demon. You're a stealthy kitty. Yes, you are. You are a stealthy kitty.
She'll fall, do that cat thing of pet my stomach so I can murder you.
And Karak does. He scratches the chest area. Oh yeah, and lets Mila bite at his hand and scratch at him. Yeah, it's a good girl.
He's wearing plate, it's fine.
Yeah.
So as they're finalizing their goodbyes, Zaraj has that now clear picture. She takes her sickle, not carving, tracing kind of like with the back end of it, the shape of a door while uttering Druidic. And as the door completes, it starts wrapping in vines before kind of like opening up into a portal that Bane can now step through.
Bane will, knowing time is quick as he has traveled this way with his wife, will look at all of you. Thank you, my friends. He will pull his blades and run into the portal.
Luck
Good
in battle.
Since it's not concentration, as he is, since he was pulling out his blades, as he's running through, I'm going to, like, pat him with my trunk, and I'm going to cast Guidance, and I'll just hold concentration for a minute, just in case he needs it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was just checking to see if I had Bless prepared so I could give it to him for as long as it would last, but I don't have.
Yeah, I have Bless, but it would only be a minute.
Same thing. Yeah, it's same as Guidance, really. He's not likely to attack anything right off the gate, so Guidance is probably better.
So the portal's open, and I'm like, this, and just before I close this is him, correct? We are not going through this.
Yes.
Because
that
if
is-
we are, now is the time.
They'd put us pretty far away from the orcs.
I can get us back to the orcs no matter where we are on this plane because I've been to the orcs and I've seen the trees.
I would
They
feel
might
better.
delay us for a few more days, though.
Look, we have known for a long time that there are other heroes on this path. fighting this battle. I trust the Blood Hunters. They have looked out for us, and we for them when we can. And so, we should trust them that they have the knowledge and the skill to defeat such a foe. Hopefully, he is not at his full power, as he must only recently be returned.
As Karak is monologuing, the vines that formed the door start kind of collapsing back in until it's just bark again.
We will go to the orcs. We will see my people. We will do what we can. And then if we have not heard anything, we will travel the same. We will follow Bane's path, and we will find out what has happened. And we will do what we can to right things.
Venfira's going to reach into her little pouch and pull out the letter she'd gotten from Aggie and open it up. Do you think these are the same blood hunters that whoever sent me this is talking about?
I think so. We have several times now been told by Bane, by the gods, that we were not the only heroes on the path to stopping what
and
was
that
coming.
most of the blood hunters were dead.
Very few remain. I saw but 4, and they were a strange crew. A dwarf, an elf, goblin, and a kobold. The kobold
Well-
was wearing plate armor. It's very strange.
Well,
That's fucking weird.
we kind of have our own sort of motley crew.
I suppose you're right.
Yeah, but a kobold in armor? That's fucking weird.
Indeed.
And we have a cat who wears pants.
Yeah, I didn't
Also
say there was
fair.
anything normal about him.
We used to have a robot.
True. She's gonna
Who was
remember
named
something.
Pants.
She's gonna remember something and turn that stupid piece of paper over and look at that stupid little doodle on the back of it. Yeah, at least it's not that fucking Genasi.
Fair
He wasn't so bad.
He was
Definitely
a fucking,
better than the
Liked him.
necromancer.
Definitely
so
better than
fucking-
Kuari.
He was so fucking annoying.
I rather
think
liked
he
him.
liked you.
He's a fucking merc. Merc's loyalties are for sale. I don't trust mercs.
I have fought
Yeah,
alongside
but he had a
Merc.
nice accent, so I think his loyalty could have been saved with us.
I have fought alongside mercs. They are not as bad as you make them out.
Yeah, well, we have no way of knowing if somebody offered him enough money to sell us out, so
Well, at
And I
this
mean,
point,
come
he
on.
has no idea where we are.
he was fucking hunting Tosh. Come on.
But then became friends with Tosh.
Anyway,
He-
looks
Buddied up with us because we wanted to save his ass. Come on.
Well, I mean,
Rega-
that's how we all got together.
No, I got stuck with all of you, but you grew on me.
regardless, it now looks like we are spending the night here. So we should
There's
cure rooms and we can go back in and finish that pie.
Yeah, it makes no sense to run the risk of wear on the road when it's more than just a day's travel. If it were a day's travel, sure, I'd say let's go. But at this point, let's just wait till the morning and I'll get us there via tree. All aboard the
And-
Tree Express.
Yeah, maybe Karak can get an appointment with his buddies.
Now you have time to say hello.
I do.
No, he doesn't have time to say hello. He has time to say,
Hey.
And
Does she
this
do
is
that in her
where-
old man voice?
Oh. And this is where we're going to take our first break. We'll be back in 10 minutes, guys. Get our beverages, do our thing, and all that. See what happens. I forgot to count down all the way. Sorry, guys, but we're back.
No worries. We're all capable of finishing a 5 count. It's fine. That's math we can do.
I am heavily medicated, so yeah. Whee! And I have some delicious no-bakes that Ren made. Oh my god.
So jealous.
Mmm.
I'll just be over here imagining peanut butter pie since that's all I can do. Peanut butter and chocolate pie.
You just gave me an idea for your Christmas present. It
Don't
won't
threaten
be
me
a
with a
pie.
good time.
Okay, normally that reply makes me like just go like, haha, yeah. But because you said it's your stepdaughter, it's a little weird.
But I said it about food. I would say that
so
to
weird.
anybody about food. Someone threatened to buy me a steak dinner. My best friend, my very hetero best friend, threatened to buy me a steak dinner, and I said the same thing to him. I have no attraction to him, although to be fair, he is a pretty elf-looking boy, but like he's not my type. So
I've seen his college ID. He looked like he belonged at Arendelle.
if you've ever seen the movie Repo: The Genetic Opera, my best friend looks just like Grave Robber. So much so that he put up a still from the movie of Grave Robber as his Facebook profile picture, and his mother didn't know it wasn't him.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. So while we were gone, the party had encountered Bane, the Tal Kafar, the deep walking ranger, who had said that he was unable to reach his wife through sending. They attempted to send to them, and then through some scrying discovered that time in the Emerald Forest was frozen as Malacucius was at the Great Falls preparing to do battle with blood hunters. Zeraj using their power to teleport through trees, sending Bane to the Weeping Waste close to the Emerald. And that is where we left off. You are here at the Cashmere Rose. What do you want to do?
How you doing?
Did you make that statement like in general to everybody or just to like one specific person?
I assumed it was
And-
to his friends.
And it's not how you doing, it's how you doing.
See, I thought it was to me. I was flattered.
I didn't say it wasn't.
See, there you go.
Well, this is no longer a PG-13 stream. We'll see y'all later.
When the hell
Good
has it
night,
ever been a
everybody.
PG-13?
You're right. We got too many fucks to
Yeah.
be PG-13.
Yeah, PG-13, you only get one, and you got to choose where to use it real hard.
See, Ven could never be PG-13.
No.
So Locke is going off with the two individuals, or Karak is going off with the two individuals. What's the rest of you guys doing?
Well, I mean,
Well,
I'm gonna hang out and with the party. I'll hang out for a while until, because you said they were otherwise engaged at the time, so I'll hang out for a while until, they're done with their current clients, and I'll engage them for the night.
Okay. There's nothing
didn't-
going on at this time, so unless you guys want to talk or whatever.
Dandy will wait until there's a moment where it's just her and Venfira, whether that's, going to Venfira's room to talk to her or just them being alone at the table.
Okay.
I'm looking up.
Vinfira,
What's up, Dandy?
I wanted to bring this up to you. I noticed it on the ship and I don't want you to freak out about it, but I also didn't want to alarm everyone else.
What
I
is
think
it?
you should look in the mirror. Or a mirror.
Assuming that the girls are in a room, she'll get up and go look in a mirror.
Your
What does she
skin
see?
is paler. than it was just the day before. And there's a slight hue touching the tips of your hair.
Like the ends are getting bluish purple again?
Yes.
I was afraid that might happen.
I noticed it after you told us about the stuff in Ingramora.
There was a moment the morning before we left Teledegarios. I felt my heart slow down. I knew it might happen. Is what it is. I don't know what it means exactly, but take it as it comes.
I didn't want to bombard you with this around all the others, because, you know, it seems like it's something that might be pretty big.
Yeah, Mama and Papa fuss a little bit too much.
I mean, they confiscated my bacon.
Yeah, what the fuck was with that? Like, you weren't just gonna steal more.
We have a cauldron where I can get bacon at any time if it's out.
Exactly. Come on, I've been around you long enough to know that anytime there's bacon, some goes in your pocket.
Well, yeah, it's a good source of protein on the road, and Baynard gave me these pouches for a reason.
Yeah. Wanted to make sure you didn't eat too much pocket lint.
That wasn't too big of an issue.
I didn't tell my Uncle Bane. I didn't
You
want him
didn't
to
want to
worry
worry
about-
him even more.
Exactly. And I'm more worried about Aunt Mila and the babies than I am about myself right now. My aunt and uncle had twins just a couple of months before I left home. They're still so tiny.
Well, they're almost 10 years old now, right?
No, I only left home a few months before I met all of you.
I thought it'd been... Oh wait, no, it'd been 9 years since you'd been in the Emerald, right?
No, I've been in the Emerald. It's just, it'd been 9 years since all of this happened to me.
Oh.
I guess I never really explained, but
We've also been through a lot. A lot of stuff gets jumbled up here.
so when I was 10, I was out in the woods with my sister and some friends, and we were playing hide and seek, and the next thing I remember was waking up in my parents' home, and I was cold, and they were freaking out. I didn't know what had happened until later.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
It's all right. It made me who I am, and it's taken a lot for me to start working past it, but Karak let me sit and have a long talk with him one night, and I kind of vented it for the first time, and I think I'm ready to let go of some of it.
That's good, at least.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still really pissed at the people who lied to me, but I think I'm ready to move on. And let's be honest, I didn't think I was going to survive to this point, so it's all an adventure.
We have had some pretty close calls out there.
Yeah, I thought letting go of Gangriella was going to do it for me. So I said goodbye to everybody. I didn't think I was coming back. Much less coming back with a heartbeat. it's still weird to feel it beating so often. I mean, it beat before, but it was only like once every now and then. Sometimes it'd almost startle me. It's just wasn't expecting it, you know?
Kind of like a hiccup.
Exactly. But, I mean, now that I breathe in my sleep, maybe it's less freaky for everybody.
Nah, the only one who freaked out about that was Tosh.
Yeah, it was fun freaking Tosh out, just in general.
Miss Dandy'll giggle.
You think if we wrote Tarios a really nicely worded letter, he'd send us Tosh and take his stupid cat back?
I don't know. They were pretty close friends.
Yeah, I know. I'm still undecided on the cat. It's just the whole mercenary thing.
Did something happen with mercenaries, or is it just a bias, like with Tosh and people wearing very tall boots?
I don't trust people whose loyalties are for sale. Loyalty
Mine
is
used
such
to
a...
be.
I guess I didn't know you back then. Hadn't thought about it that way. She'll kind of roll her eyes. Fine. I'll try to give him a chance.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
He stabs us all in the back and I have to turn his brain into pudding.
I've been stabbed in the back a lot lately.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking turn that fucker into ash.
Now, considering the poison dagger didn't work.
It's alright. As soon as I get the chance, I'm gonna fucking feed him to a shadow.
And he'll deserve it.
Yes, Tyr?
It is at this point, Dandy, that you'll see blood begin to appear on Vinfira's garment. Vinfira, you will feel pain. Stabbing, piercing pain in your chest.
What the hell?
Siraj!
I need a saving throw of Constitution, Vinfira.
Alright, con save. That's a natural 16 plus 7, so that's 23.
You will collapse to your knees, maintaining consciousness as you feel your heart stop.
Still breathing, though?
No. But very
Just
much
conscious.
conscious.
She's gonna turn her eyes to Dandy. And for the first time, Dandy's probably gonna see, like, shock in Benfira's face, because she's usually literally straight-faced. And since she can't breathe, she can't talk, I'm guessing. But she's gonna try, so she'll end up basically just mouthing Dandy's name.
Dandy's going to open the door to their room and literally yell as loud as she can for Zaraj.
Perception check, Ziraj. Wait,
yeah.
no, you have a passive 19.
Passive
So-
19.
Yeah, you'd hear.
And I have advantage, so technically that's more when it comes to listening because giant ears. Hearing the like the frightened tone in Dandy's voice. The sound of an elephant running upstairs as fast as they can, like a barrel of thunder. Meanwhile, she was downstairs talking to the cat.
Can I get a perception check to hear any of that?
Yeah.
Here's Zaraj.
Who's Zaraj running? I don't think you'll need one.
I was gonna say with advantage because Zaraj is.
Yeah, advantage because running elephant.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
327-pound. That's a linebacker running upstairs.
Okay, the first roll was a 7. The second roll was a 16. So, and perception's a +4. So that's a dirty 20.
You would hear Ziraj barreling up the steps. Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, then I'm gonna disengage from whatever I'm doing with a quickness. I will grab a towel to throw around myself and grab my shield and hammer, and I am running towards the sound.
As you enter the room, Ziraj, closely followed by Karak, you will see Venfira on her knees, blood pouring from her chest, spreading over her garment, her skin white, her lips blue.
Funny question. Are my eyes still brown at this point?
They are not.
What color have my eyes turned?
What color do you think?
Are they blue again?
They are blue again.
I have to ask because I know it's like when she's casting, they go solid black. So, curiosity. Awesome.
Let's see. I see her there. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do Greater Restoration or Cure Wounds first. Dandy, what happened?
I don't know. We were just talking and then blood.
I'm gonna, while trying to medicine check her, I'm just gonna go ahead and burn a Greater Restoration.
Nothing happens.
All right. So,
Go ahead and make that medicine check. I need another Constitution save from Venfira.
All right.
21 on medicine.
Ooh. 12.
You will go unconscious.
So she's looking up at Ziraj. She's not breathing. She's not blinking. Her eyes are going to roll a little bit, and she's going to slump over.
Dandy's gonna shriek.
On that,
I will spare the audience that piercing noise.
Yes, please, and my headphoned ears.
Y'all will see her collapse, Raj, with a 21 medicine check. There is what appears to be some sort of pierced wound through the center of her chest.
Okay, 5th level Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Alright, so that is going to be... And I will... 5d8 plus my sickle. Me 17. Sorry, math. Math is fun, y'all. 28, 30. $36 points of healing.
You will see the wound begin to knit close. As it does, it leaves scarring, something that is unusual with something like Cure Wounds. As it is knitting closed, you see her skin grow paler. Her lips, you see her hair turn in almost an instant from that brownish color that it is back to the color it was before. You will see a crown of shadows light upon her head and vanish.
What?
I
The
assume
crown
that
vanishes.
The crown
not
vanished
Venfira.
or Ven vanished?
The crown vanished.
Okay. Woo!
I assume I've gotten there by now.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to
Heal.
I assume. Yeah. It's coming. So Ziraj is touching Venfira. I assume Dandy is right there.
Is she still screaming?
I look at Dandy and I tell Dandy to grab hold of Siraj. I grip Venfira's arm tightly, and then I cast Fog Cloud in the room. Because if something is attacking her that I can't see, I don't want it to see us either.
Instantly, the room fills with fog.
I look for the panther. Actually, I don't even look for the panther. I just say in a calm, low voice, Mila, is there an enemy here? If so, kill it.
The panther just sits, looking at Venfira, nudging her with its nose.
Aww.
And at that point, then, that having been a round's worth of actions, I will then cast a Cure Wounds. And we'll do it at 5th level. And that's 5. I'm just gonna roll it in dice roller. It's easier. I should have rolled it on the other computer because that one's faster with the rolling, because the rolling animation ever on this one while I'm running video. I apologize for the wait. And me getting choppy. Looks to be 9 and 15 is 24 and 3 is 27 and 4 is 30. 31 points of healing.
Venfira, your eyes will open, but not there in the room. You will see an iron throne before you, a cloaked figure sitting on the throne, with wolves to the left and to the right. The area dimly lit by torches, flickering in an unfelt breeze.
She's going to open her mouth and try to talk.
You can talk.
I can kind of guess where I am.
Greetings, my queen.
I think you're a little mistaken.
I
And by a little, I mean a lot.
Oh, such a fiery spirit. It will be fun to break you.
Good fucking luck, sweetheart.
The creature will stand and walk towards you.
I don't really have anything to say to you.
They will crouch, removing the hood, that long, pale hair, those blue eyes, this face you had seen before in a wedding you envisioned. A smile, sinister, devious, as a single finger touches your cheek. Cold caress running down.
She's gonna recoil when he reaches out to touch her.
She can't move.
Boo. What's the matter? You get tired of fucking your sister?
Such a sharp, sharp tongue. You will make a fine addition to this land.
Sorry, not staying.
Oh, you're not staying today. But don't worry, I'm coming for you out there. The gates will be open soon. I just wanted us to have a formal... He will take that finger and shove it into the wound that is still open here. Pain coursing through you. Taking 13 points of damage.
She will do...
introduction.
When he does that, she will do her best to try to keep a straight face, but I'm imagining that she can't quite avoid at least some sort of grimace. But she is still staring at him. She is full of rage.
The Nightmare Realm looks elsewhere at the moment. Our time is now. I'm coming for you, my dear.
That's gross.
I just wanted you to know that you're mine, and there's nothing you can do to escape it.
The fuck I am.
Oh, such a rebellious spirit. Your
I'm not
time is
exactly the
coming.
tameable type.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, well, trust me, I'm a little different.
Should I send you back before or after my friend shows up to deal with your friends?
I promise you, anything you send after us, we're gonna turn to fucking ash. And when I get the chance, I'm gonna do the same to you.
You'll have your chance soon.
Go fuck yourself.
I'll be thinking of you when I do. And you'll wake up.
Nasty.
Vera?
Her eyes are kind of wild, looking around because she knows the last thing she was seeing. Can she talk at this point?
Yep.
Does she feel a heartbeat, and does she feel like she needs to breathe? Or is it like it was before?
It's like it was before.
You're muted.
She's gonna wild-eyed looking around, trying to sit up. Something's coming. Something's coming. She's gonna look at Croc. Where the fuck are your pants?
In the other room.
And with this, the fog will dissipate. A cloaked figure standing in the room now. The panther's hackles going up as it crouches, trying to step between Mila, or between Vin and the figure. Yes?
Just a point of clarification. The fog cloud spell is duration 1 hour concentration, but can be dissipated with wind. So is there an actual wind that we feel? It just goes away. Okay. Good to know.
The creature standing there, a shepherd's hook in one hand, a scimitar in the other. I've come for the queen.
Wrong room.
You have to pay
Occupied.
extra for the queen package. Talk to Jebediah downstairs.
And with that, I need everyone to please make a dexterity save as a fireball erupts in the midst of the party.
I have to ask. I'm prone, aren't I?
Yep.
Which means, is
Yep.
it disadvantage or can't avoid it at all?
We're going to say disadvantage. I'm not sure what the official rule is. And I'm not going to look for it.
That's fine.
Actually, Tyr, can Can I do anything? I'm standing. I've got a shield, and I was holding on to Venfira. So can I shield her at all, since she's prone?
Yes. Because of your
Okay.
size difference, you could give her cover.
I'll give her cover.
Dear God, I just realized it's a fireball, and you're wearing a towel. Not for long.
Oh God.
Long.
Tyr, do I
Okay.
need to re-roll that as a straight roll then, or?
No, he's giving you cover. He's taking it for you.
Okay.
Is that what that
That
was your
means
intention?
Yeah, so that means I don't roll, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That was my intention.
So, Dandy, what'd you get?
19.
19. You passed. You have evasion. You take no damage. Karak, you take 22 points of fire damage. Your towel, it is gone.
Yep.
Venfira, you are covered by a naked Karak. Ziraj,
15.
15. You pass, so you will take 11 points of fire damage.
And now I'm just standing there swinging Richard.
And I need everyone to please roll initiative and join me in Owlbear Rodeo. Tonight's map brought to you by this ship went absolutely different direction than I planned. So it's a very basic map. Let me go ahead and bring it up for the chat.
Were you expecting the mouthy teenager to not be mouthy?
No, I was expecting combat on boat, but Dice said no. All right, so Dandy,
12.
Karak,
9. Sorry.
Venfira,
11.
and Ziraj.
21.
I'm just going to rearrange our pieces to put me in front of Venfira since I just took the fireball for her.
All right, Ziraj, you are up. Hold on, let me get the battle music going before we do
Yeah,
anything.
battle music. Battle music while I figure out what I'm doing.
Guys, I got to give a shout out. If you're doing any kind of digital TTRPG and you need something to handle your battle maps, check out owlbear.rodeo. It's free. It'll run on damn near everything. You can import battle maps into it. Kawaii Tornado does most of our battle maps. They're awesome. This map tonight is just a generic wooden representing the room. But yeah, go check it out.
Right, so... First, I'm going to assume my starry form. And as a bonus action in doing so, I will take a shot at the Reaper person. Does a dirty 20 hit?
Dirty 20 does not hit.
I'll just put those dice back down then. So we'll go ahead and mark that I used that. And then for my action, let's do a right on him. We're going to do a 3rd level moonbeam. So,
All right. Is there a save for that, or?
yeah, let me give it to you here. I need a DC 19 Constitution saving throw.
Okay, they pass.
All right. Takes 2d10 radiant on a failed and half as much on a success. So I will give you 2d10.
That sounded backwards.
It takes 2d10 on a fail or half as much on a save. Sorry, on a fail, and then half as much on a successful save, so they take half damage.
Right. Yes.
Right.
I understood.
7. You're gonna take 11 points of radiant. And if it's a shape, makes a save. Is it a shape changer?
It is not.
All right, so it does not have disadvantage. Great. And so I've got that moonbeam on the map.
Is that what the leaf is?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Is that your turn, Ziraj?
That will be my turn.
That druidic energy summoning this beam of light that blasts down on the creature. Its features still hidden from this large hood of the cloak, the shepherd's crook and the sword gleaming as they are both metallic. It will now bring up Dandy with Venfira on deck.
Alright, well, everybody knows what time it is. It's stibbity stabbing time. So she's going to stab at it with her rapier. That's not gonna hit. That's a 7. It doesn't matter what pluses I put on that.
It will counterattack as you stab out with the rapier using the hook and the shepherd's crook to knock your blade away, coming across with its scimitar. That is a 4. That will not hit.
Yay!
All right, is that Dandy's turn?
How far out of her head did it knock the,
Well, it didn't
the
knock it
rapier?
away. It knocked it to the side. You're still holding on to it.
Okay. And she's gonna bonus action and disengage back.
All right. That'll bring up Venfira with Karak on deck.
All right, then. I would like the creature to make a dexterity save with a DC of 17, please.
Okay.
Does it pass or fail?
Fails.
All right. Awesome, because I'm casting Disintegrate. So I wasn't going to bother rolling dice if it passed because it's an all or nothing spell. So if you'll pardon me while I roll 10d6. Sorry. It's going to take just a second to add everything. Six. 31 plus 40 is 71. So 71 points of damage as I'm casting Disintegrate on it.
All right.
So Ven is there on the floor, basically looking at this thing from underneath Karak's, between Karak's legs. Speaking in the infernal, shadow swirling around her eyes, going solid black as she throws out this ball of energy at it. And as it strikes it, it's going to take necrotic damage. So 71 points.
All right. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
You described it. I don't have to. Thank you. All right. Karak, you're up.
All right, let's do this thing. I need to pick a token real quick because I'm doing a thing. Oh, that's perfect. All right, I am going to cast a spell. I swirl my hammer in a circle and I point at a spot on the floor directly in front of me, between me and the creature. Actually, I'll actually put it dead center, which more like between the creature and Siraj, I guess, but right in front of the creature. And I cast at 6th level, Summon Celestial.
Ooh.
And I choose Defender.
All right.
And we're gonna make this. Let me size this token up. Why is it not letting me size you up? I'm on the wrong tool. Celestial. Cool. So this creature uses my initiative and goes immediately after me. Creature is an ally to you and your companions. Creature shares your initiative, can't blah, blah, blah. I can give it verbal commands. No action required by me to do so. If I don't issue any commands, it takes the dodge action and uses its move to avoid danger. Blah, blah, blah. Hold on. Okay, that's just worded weird. Okay. And that, I guess that will be my turn because that's the only, I don't have a bonus action that I can do along with that since that is a full spell. So then it will be the Celestial's turn. The Celestial gets multi-attack. The Celestial makes a number of attacks equal to half the spell's level rounded down. Since I cast it at 6th level, that means it gets 3 attacks with its Radiant Mace.
Okie dokie.
Which is pretty cool. First attack is a 17 plus... Tell me what is it plus to hit. Be nice if it just told me that. Oh, here we go. Hit. Less damage. On a hit. Guess it doesn't get a proficiency bonus? Okay. So I guess it's just its strength bonus. So that'll be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 does not hit.
Has to have an attack bonus, right? Oh, it uses my spell modifier as an attack bonus. There it is. My spell attack is +9, so 17 plus 9 is 26.
That'll hit.
Cool. Sorry, I haven't used the spell much, guys. And there's a lot in this spell. Okay, so its hit does 1d10 +3 plus the spell's level and radiant damage, which is 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 6 is 16 radiant to the creature. And then on a success, whenever it hits something, it can choose a creature that it can see within 10 feet of itself. It's going to pick Venfira, and it gives Venfira 1d10 temporary hit points from the hit. So that's 7. Venfira gets 7 temporary hit points. And then it attacks again. And this will go faster now that we know what we're doing. 16 plus 9 is 25.
25 hits.
For 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 3 is 15 points of radiant. And Danny, Zaraj, did you get hurt from the fireball?
Took 11 out of, so I'm at 110 of 120. Fine.
No, you get 8 back.
Great, I'll take it.
Temporary. They're temporary hit points.
All right.
So log those as temporary.
Yep.
And then final attack is a 14 plus 9 is 23.
Okay, that hits.
And it deals 8 plus 3 is 11 plus 6 is 17 points of radiant damage. And I'm going to give myself this time 9 temporary hit points. Thank you kindly. And the command I gave it was I gave it a 2-sentence command, which is defend Venfira, kill that Umber Kai.
All right.
Oh, temporary, and
Is that your turn?
that is in fact my turn. Or that's its turn, technically.
All right. Hold on. Everything's locking up, and I've got to look at the notes.
Oh, and just for the audience's edification while you're looking at notes, the Celestial is described as it manifests in an angelic form, and so it is. It's basically it looks like a big angelic orc, female orc that is made of radiant energy. It's just a
orc angel.
Holy crap, Venfira sung live on stream.
Yeah, she won't sing the Tear of the DM song, but
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
the power of a good pun.
all right. It is now the Umberkai's turn. First attack going
Start of
after...
its turn, since it started in the Moonbeam, it needs a DC 19 con save.
That'll fail.
Alright, 5, 9, 17 points of radiant damage.
All right. Its first attack against the Celestial. That is a nat 20. So that'll be a 24.
Let me just double check. I mean, nat 20 is going to hit anyway, but let me double check. It is 13 plus 6 is its armor class, so that's 19. So yes.
All right, that is... $18 points of damage to the Celestial.
Okay, hold on. So it's many loses that. You said how many? 18?
18.
Okay, cool. Got it.
It will then swing around, taking an attack of opportunity from the Celestial.
That is 13 plus 9, 22.
22 will hit.
For 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 6 is 17 points of radiant damage.
All right.
And the Celestial.
Oh, he froze.
Oh no.
Here, orc. It's a hell of a time to freeze.
Quick, somebody cast Greater Restoration.
Fat gremlins!
Came back, it's
Hey,
alright.
it worked.
All right. Karak, I need an intelligence saving throw as you are touched with the shepherd's crook. And he froze
Okay.
again. Oh, no, he didn't.
No, I didn't. My. That's just weird. On one of my PCs, it is asking me for the owlbear password over and over again and not letting me. Just let me refresh. But yeah, you said what kind of saving?
Intelligence saving throw. Yep. Hey, Rocky.
The
what's
intelligence
the
of
rabbit out
freezing.
my head?
Uh-oh.
May have lost him.
That we lost him. We'll be right back, folks. There I come. And we're back. And Locke's back with us. Yay.
Yay!
You are making an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence is not my strong suit. That's +0. 17.
You feel compelled to do anything within your power to protect this hooded individual.
Okay.
I need an intelligence save from Vinfira.
Sorry, I had to get the kitten out of the dice tray. No, really, she was sitting in it. Let's see, I rolled a natural 17. I only have a +1, so that's 18.
You feel compelled to protect this cloaked individual.
Oh, no.
And that will bring up Ziraj.
Okay. As my action, I'm going to move my moonbeam kind of bananaing around since I don't know that Karak is allied with the creature. So the moonbeam has the creatures in the space, so I need a DC 19 saving throw. Constitution.
That is a 19.
Alright, so you'll take half. So that'll be 10 points of radiant. And then I will fire an arrow at it as a bonus action. Does a 23 hit?
23 hits.
Alright. 2d8. My d8's at today. 14 points of radiant.
Fuck.
And then
Really? Radiant damage?
Yeah, we were told shadow creatures do radiant damage, so I've done nothing but radiant this game.
And with that, the creature will be dispatched.
Woohoo!
As
Just
it
that
vanishes,
that radiant arrow coming at you.
as it vanishes, do our heads clear?
No.
We still feel like we have to protect the creature?
Yes.
But it's dead.
It is dead.
And it turns to ash.
It turns to ash.
We must protect this ash.
You
not
will
sure we
feel. I'm getting there. Hold on a second. I'm having to make some adjustments on my side. Give me just a second. I'm slow tonight.
No worries.
You're all good.
As the creature turns to ash, Karak and Vinfira will become enraged, seeing this thing that they love, that is life itself. It is to be worshipped. It is to be revered, destroyed. And that will bring up Dandy.
I don't know what to do.
I'm guessing to Dandy and Ziraj right now it looks like this is over, right?
Yeah.
Dandy's gonna just look at Karak and go,
You should probably put some clothes on.
that's her turn.
All right. Vinfira, intelligence save.
Okay. No, because I rolled a 1.
Okay. You are enraged. These people killed the divine. However,
I
after
technically
it's
didn't hurt
dead,
it.
its area of effect, its effect spell does fade, returning you to your senses. I just wanted to see you sweat.
I think what they would see at that point is for her eyes to, as she turns toward them, her eyes to start to go black and then clear again. Ow. Motherfuckers. She's still on the floor. She hasn't gotten up, by the way. At no
From
point
the
this.
floor. Just casting from the floor.
Yeah. Well, I only cast one spell. Yeah. I specified I was basically looking between Karak's legs to get a line of sight. Because I'm on the floor.
And you casted Disintegrate, so you were playing fast and dangerous, casting that between his legs.
I knew what I was aiming at. I had line of sight.
I guess there wasn't really much in the way of blocking it.
Right, and it's not like a spell where it's a line. It's you target a specific creature.
I'll have you know I'm hung like an orc.
Orcs are in all shapes and sizes.
You know, it's true what they say about orcs. Once you go blue, you know it's true.
She's looking around at everyone from there on the floor.
When Karak turned around right before the spell effect faded, like as Dandy was saying, you might want to go put on some pants. Like Karak turned around, like raising his hammer, just pure rage and snarl and anger and froth on his face, and then it's like, yeah, perhaps I should.
You know, if you want to keep fighting evil today.
Ven, are you still pretty hurt?
So Tyr, you never actually gave me actual damage for anything that happened in the room, only for what happened while I was in Angormora.
I know.
Okay. I was going to make sure I wasn't missing something. I mean, she is a little bit hurt, but she's mostly...
Let me rephrase, because I don't have my tablet up, because it's still packed and I forgot to unpack it. Who looks hurt, and how hurt do you look? Like, is anybody really hurt?
Well, I would say that Ven probably looks the most hurt.
Yeah, Dandy didn't take anything from the fireball, and I don't think you got hit by the creature. So
I also didn't hit the creature.
Ven looks the most hurt, but not super hurt. Followed by Zaraj, again, not super hurt, just like a little first
scuffed.
degree, like little red spots.
I guess that means that I might be the most hurt currently because I took the brunt of the fireball.
Naked, basically.
Yes.
Naked. So I'm gonna take. So I'm gonna use this on myself then. I look at the angelic orc figure next to me, and I instruct it to heal, and it has a once a day ability, and that is 2d8. Where's my 3d8? There it is. So that's 9 plus the spell's level, which is 6. So 9 and 6 is 15, so I get 15 points back. And then I'm just, while I go put on pants and armor, I instruct the Celestial to protect Venfira. And it stays here for an hour as long as I don't lose concentration.
Okay.
So I'm going to go armor up.
Ven will wait till Karak has left the room, dig a different dress out of her bag, change out of the blood-soaked one, clean herself up a little bit. Looking at, you said there's scarring on her chest now? She'll take a moment, look at the scarring, pull her dress on. I'm guessing she feels that familiar cold sensation.
Yes.
Little that super slow, like once a minute heartbeat again.
Yes.
She'll dress and then just go kind of sit on the bed and stare at a wall for a moment. She's not pouting so much as she's brooding.
Well, I guess just brood then.
So eventually I come back into the room, I suppose.
Yep.
All right. This time wearing pants and my usual armor. Well, his timing couldn't have been worse.
All of this timing couldn't have been worse.
That's fair. I suppose we should have been being vigilant tonight.
Probably wise.
I don't think we really have a choice. We're either gonna have to stay vigilant until this is taken care of, or until we permanently die.
I'm gonna sit down in the center of the room and I'm gonna lay out my ritual supplies. And I am going to cast that thing that I do. Commune.
Okay.
Let me just find the spell so I have it up.
Is it one of your prepared?
Oh, do I not have it? I don't have it prepared, do I?
I don't think you do.
Nope. I guess that'll wait for morning then. Yeah, I can't cast it ritually when I don't have it prepared, can I?
You know what? I'll allow it.
There it is.
Just once, I will allow it.
All right.
Because I don't know if you took time to prepare your spells when John was preparing his.
I didn't, because we were talking and I knew I had the big guns that I needed, so I didn't go and look at the rest of my list. Yeah, so I get 3 questions that are yes or no.
Ritualistically casting the spell, you will feel that warm, divine presence, the arms of the goddess wrap about you as you find their presence almost overwhelming.
The condition that has returned itself upon Vinfira. This is not Gangriella's soul returning to her, correct?
Correct.
Can this condition be reversed?
No.
That shoots my third question. Is there a way to keep the Umbrakai from finding her?
No.
All right.
That presence will linger for a few moments and then fade.
I have bad news, I'm afraid.
Oh, I got to interrupt. I'm sorry. We just got raided by Night's Fall with a party of 3.
Woohoo!
Thanks for the raid. Raid your medal.
Thanks for the raid.
And we're not on break.
Yeah.
Hey, finally.
That's a first. No, it's not a first, but it's rare. Venfira, this thing that has been done to you yet again. It is not Gangriella's soul returning to you. I had hoped that perhaps her demise was overrated. That perhaps they thought they had destroyed her, but some part of her, the last part of her, had fled back to you. That is not the case. Whatever it is that the Prince of Angramora has done to revert you to this state is not something that the gods know of any way to undo.
Tyr, would Ven know if this was like the prince's way of like claiming her or marking her or something, or
Give me an insight check.
all right? Because that's what the player feels like. This is the prince's way of like marking her or claiming her. 18 plus what's my insight? Plus 6, so 25. No,
I need
24.
everyone but Venfira to please earmuff.
That's the wrong button.
Even though she's brooding, her mind would have a level of clarity to it. It is not the prince claiming her. It is the magic. She uses shadow magic, and the shadow magic takes a toll. The shadow magic has a price. And while she may not have chosen to awaken the magic that was within her, she'll realize that when Gangriella saved her life, Gangriella didn't impart magic to her. She awoken the magic that was within her. And this magic transforms.
All right. So she knows
Mhm.
this isn't the prince doing something to her. That she knows this is just who she is, basically.
It's who she is.
Okay. Sweet.
Anything else?
No, not that I can think of off the top of my head at the moment.
All right.
They didn't do this to me, Karak. This is just who I am.
By the way, above table, while you two were in earmuffs, I wrote down on this orange index card right here that I'm keeping next to me my prediction for what was done and how it was done to you, or why it was done to you, or why it was redone to you. I'm just going to keep that right there. We'll talk about that later. Anyway,
It's just who I am, Karak.
well, we all know who you are.
She's gonna kind of stand up and look at them. Look. No one knows a whole lot about shadow magic. If what they told me at the Spires is right, I'm the first one in something like 400 years. Honestly, the impression I got from my teachers is they thought shadow magic users were extinct. Or a myth. I'm just different.
Yes, but you are different, and we're going to keep you around. Even if we have to kill every last being in the Shadow.
Yeah, well, maybe being with me isn't safe for you.
That is our choice to make, not yours.
We're trying to save the world. It's not a safe business.
Yeah, well, you guys can't do that if you're so busy fucking trying to protect me.
So what? We just stop protecting you and then you get snatched?
He made it pretty clear he's going to keep coming at all of you until he gets what he wants.
Yeah, well,
Let
so
him
does
come.
Antivar.
We gotta, like, kind of do, like, a priority list of things to take care of. Like, Tuskspire, Ren shit, Emerald, like, where... Like, we gotta start getting this shit in order.
Yes, we need to figure out what it is that... Well, let me rephrase. After we deal with the Tuskspire, because one big ugly demon, I guess two if you count Lilith, walking this plane, causing havoc is more than enough. Having the great demon from under the Fire Mountain loose upon the plane would be utter disaster. So we take care of that. After that, we can find out what's happening in the Emerald, if the Blood Hunters were successful or not, and figure out what, if anything, needs to be done about that at that time. Along with that, we have been told now that Lilith seeks the last pieces of whatever it is they need to break open the gates of Angramora. So finding those pieces and stopping her should probably be a priority.
Weren't we told that the demon in the Tuskspire is part of that?
Possibly. It's very possible that the demon in the Tuskspire has something or knows the location of something. I mean, we thought the demon was just protecting the crown, but there could be other things. They hid the crown beneath the demon. We don't know what the demon was actually keeping himself.
Why the hell does Lilith want to break the gates anyway?
Because she's working for Zakez, and Zakez is working with the prince and Dave.
Isn't she Malacutius's puppet? I thought they wanted to keep Angramora sealed away so that they could do their thing.
I don't know. Maybe she's changed sides, maybe she hasn't. But with
Maybe she plays
Malacutius
both.
with
Maybe she
Malacutius
wants
gone,
that
she
crown.
was working for Zakez. Because Zakez saved her soul when Malacutius couldn't.
Yeah, well, maybe she should go marry Princey Boy, because I sure the fuck have no interest.
We need to find a way to kill the Prince of Angramora. There has to be a way.
She's gonna switch over to Infernal. Hey, Shadow Servant.
Mistress.
Tell me
Time.
something.
Yes, mistress.
Why the fuck does the prince want to get married?
I do not know, mistress.
Do you know how to hurt him?
I do not know, mistress.
That was worth asking. Alright. Do your thing. She'll switch
Which
back
one
to
shall
common.
I kill, mistress?
Oh, no, not them. You put a finger on one of them, I'll turn you to ash.
Yes, mistress.
She'll switch back to common. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Any useful information?
No, he doesn't know why the prince wants a bride. Or how to hurt him.
You know, it occurs to me that when the prince murdered his bride originally and was cast down, it was a punishment. And that means that there must be a way to destroy beings such as that.
Well, I mean, if he could kill Gangriella, then...
He didn't kill her exactly, though. He slew her, and she became Shadow. She fell into the Netherrealm, into Angramora. But it's unclear in the story whether the gods saved her by stopping her death in part by netting her into the Shadow Realm to keep her alive, and then sent him down there as a punishment. I don't know. We could maybe figure out a way to ask the moons.
Speaking of, Dandy's going. Is it night?
It is.
Dandy's gonna look outside.
Okay.
Are there only 2 moons now? Not 2 and 1 that is completely cloaked in shadow, but is still sort of visible?
There are 3 moons. There's 2 visible and 1 cloaked in shadow.
Huh.
What?
Come look at the moons.
Then
I'll go look at the moons.
Yeah, Ven will get up and very slowly go to the window. Yeah, what about them? They look like they always do.
Yeah, but... You told us that Gangriella is now dead. Shouldn't her moon be gone?
I don't know.
So this is where I will give you information above table. There were 4 goddesses of the moon. Gangriella was killed and sent to Angramora. That's why there's 3. That's why there's the silent one that only shines every so often. That's not Gangriella's. That's the other sister.
That's the other sister who was complicit in Gangriella's murder.
Right.
That's why she was punished, that she doesn't shine like her sisters do, because she helped the plan that the prince... Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah, sorry, Dandy. Talking to the moons is my Aunt Mila's thing, not mine.
Here's a, Do you remember when we found the temple in the oasis?
How could I forget?
Yeah, it was fucked up.
The notebook that we found on one of the bodies there. The mockingbird...
Magpie.
Magpie, thank you. I couldn't find the right bird. I knew it started with an M, but my mouth just would not get there.
I was just assuming that he couldn't think of the word in common.
Yeah, that's probably exactly. Yeah, it was Karak, not Lock at all. Forgetting the word. The magpie that was sent by Fuckface. The temple that we found there wasn't the temple they were looking for. It was a different temple. The temple they were looking for was temple to the Sisters of the Twisted Spear. Legend says they keep the gods in check.
Yeah, well, they suck at their job.
Honestly, if Antivar couldn't find it with his enormous network of people, how are we gonna find it?
I mean, we are very talented. We do have resources and entities looking out for us. I'm the voice of the Scions, after all. Perhaps we can find a way to entreat them to impart knowledge upon us. if we can't find help from the moons or someone else who can tell us how to take out the Prince of Angramora, maybe we can find a means to do it ourselves. If I have to walk into the Shadow Realm myself to slay that bastard, I'll happily do it.
That should have been one of the questions you asked your goddess.
I can ask 3 more questions in the morning.
Maybe she knows where the temple is.
Maybe. But she can only give me yes or no answer.
Did anybody else
Oh.
hear Did anyone else hear Tyr roll a die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. And now I'm
Uh-oh.
fixing to act upon that die.
Oh, shit.
Venfira, as you are looking out the window, you will see your reflection, and you will see a crown of swirling smoke and shadow upon your head.
She's gonna reach up and touch to see if she feels it.
When you touch it, it feels cold, metallic.
She's gonna try and take it off.
See it?
No one else can see it. It will not come off.
She's kind of pissed off. Not a surprise, I know.
Your hair is fine. You need not futz with it.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No apology needed. I'm sure you were just getting used to having it be your natural color again.
You know, in a lot of ways, the blue feels more natural anyway.
It does suit you.
I need everyone but Karak to please earmuff.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. I was reaching for my mouse. I wasn't expecting an earmuff.
Karak,
Yeah.
it will dawn on you in this very moment. Ice will run through your veins. Umbrakai always travel with shades.
I am going to very slowly look around the room, looking for any movement in any of the shadows I can see in the room.
Give me an investigation check. Or a perception check, rather. You're looking around.
20. That's an 18. Plus 4. 22.
You don't see anything.
Okay, you can bring everybody back.
Sorry.
You all see right after Karak mentions about Venfira's hair, his face like slacken a bit, like a thought has just occurred to him, and he very slowly turns around and scans the room. Why didn't that Umbrakai have shades with him? They always travel with shades.
Would the shades be doing something else?
Maybe it thought it didn't need them.
Like, if the Umbrakai was in this room, were the shades elsewhere in the building doing fuckery? Sorry. I'll do it later.
Just
There's
on
nothing.
the off chance that there's a shade in this room, every shadow that I can see, I'm going to take however long it takes. I don't know how many shadows I can see in the room. I've got a cantrip. I'm gonna word of radiance, just word around the room to see if I hit anything.
Nope.
I'm gonna go stick my head out in the hall and look down into the bar.
You will hear screaming.
All right. Is there? We're on the second floor, right? I'm guessing.
Correct.
How? And does the second floor overlook like where the tables are
Yes.
in the bar?
Yes.
All right,
looking at-
I'll risk that for for cool effect. I'm going to just like run out the door, plant my hand on the rail, and leap over onto a table below. Because
All right,
why
you'll
the
take-
fuck not?
You'll take 6 points of damage as you fall through a table.
Through a table.
You
Okay.
can say up to 2
You're heavy.
of the 4 people in this encounter or session. 2 of us are gonna break whatever furniture's down there.
Yeah, let's be honest. Only 2 of us are table dancing size.
I would have thought that Baynard had better tables. Like he would have made them to hold bigger creatures.
No,
You know,
like you
the
can
thing
dance on it. You can't
Yeah.
jump on it from the 2nd floor. There's a thing called inertia and mass and momentum.
Second. Oh, wait. The floor level of the second floor is maybe 10 feet off the ground. The table is 3 feet off the ground. That means I only jumped like 4 or 5 feet.
You're a
Really?
fucking orc in full plate.
I know.
So he's naked. Or no, you did put your clothes
No,
on.
I
right?
did put my plate
Yeah.
on. By the way, just for since I broke the table, I full on land 3-point superhero style, and then stand up real cool like out of it. And I imagine we will do initiatives.
I think the stairs.
You see,
Nailed.
nailed to the wall, upside down, throat slit, Jebediah.
I look around for the shades.
No.
And what are the other? I guess the rest of the patrons are like running out screaming.
Yes, especially now that an orc just came flying from the top of the second floor, bursting through a table.
No matter how cool it looked.
But it did look really badass, right?
It
That's
looked
2
amazing,
drawing
it
prompts,
was.
guys, for Karak tonight. Naked orc kicking open a door, shield and...
He wasn't naked, he had a towel.
That's right, I had a towel-clad orc kicking open a door with a shield and his hammer ready.
Paging Welsh Turk. 2 drawing prompts for Welsh Turk.
And then, cool Karak 3-point landing, breaking a table. Just saying.
As he runs out the door and jumps the rail, Venfir is going to look at Dandy. Good thing he put some pants on.
Uh-huh.
And then Dandy's gonna leave the room to see what the fuss is about. And then
Yep.
see the upside down slit throat Jebediah.
Yeah, Ven will follow her out of the room and downstairs.
And y'all will see the same thing.
I'm
Well, that's all
gonna
kinds of special.
go to Jebediah and cut him down and medicine check him. Is he dead?
He's dead.
I will attempt to revivify.
It's been more than a minute.
Okay. I would have gotten that from the medicine check, I would assume.
Mhm.
Yeah. But we just heard the scream. So it's been more than a minute, but the people just noticed and started screaming? Okay. Weird, folks. They were so engrossed in the hair pie they were eating. I mean, chocolate pie they were eating.
Who says it's not chocolate hair pie?
I mean, it could be. I'm not judging.
Karak, you've known this Jebediah better than the rest of us. How attached was he to his current form?
I don't know him that well. He took care of us when we were here. He seemed to be the sort of loyal right hand of Baynard.
If in the morning, before we leave, if his soul is willing, I can put him in a new body.
I mean, that's really up to him, isn't it? So,
Right. Do you think he would want to come back?
I really don't know. How old was Jebediah?
20s?
I feel like Oh, he's only in his 20s. With a name like Jebediah, he feels like he should be older. Have you ever met a young Jebediah?
Do you think that
Breaking
Baynard would want his
stereotypes.
right-hand man back?
What's that? What was
Do you
that?
think Baynard would want his right-hand man back?
Gotta get his right-hand man back.
I mean, I could text him and
Right-hand
ask.
man back.
That's as much as we can do with that.
Anything else will get sued.
Yeah,
Alright, well,
so
we'll try it in the morning.
Yeah, I'll having cut him down, I'll clean his wounds and like lay him on the table in a respectful manner. Not the one I broke, a different table.
Okay.
Well, I don't think you could lay him on the table you broke.
I just wanted to be clear before people draw the wrong conclusions, because I've seen that happen. Okay, so his body's laying crumpled on a half a table that you... No, that's not what I meant.
I sent Baynard a message, so. And this, guys, is where we're going to pause for the evening. Because I got something I want to do. And because I'm hurting really, really badly and really, really heavily medicated. I think this is a good place to pause. Guys, we've been doing this next weekend. Or this weekend, actually, because it took a week to do the editing. 1 year. This has been going on. Will of the Dice has been 1 year this weekend. 1 year ago today, we hung out and recorded Frog John in the Swamp of Morning Solace. Then we released it, and then it all went from there. So, first, I want to say thank you to John. John is one of the people, yes, you. John is one of the people that when we first started streaming was producing the show. He helped with overlays and a lot of the graphics. He taught me how to produce. Then he joined our team. We wouldn't, he's one of the people that made it happen from LUD, from Level Up Dice. So thank you so much. And now what I want to do is we're going to, if the audience has any questions for us, they can ask those. But I want to start with Alice. It's been a year. Favorite memories, impressions?
One of my favorite things is from really early on, and it's something that happened after our episode 2. Someone had posted on Facebook, I cannot remember who, about loving a line that I said in our second episode, which was, being accused of treason can't bring Dandy down, as she was skipping up some steps.
Awesome.
And just that first, oh my god, someone actually posted about this, and it was one of my lines on Facebook. It was just a, holy shit, this is real kind of thing, and it was just really great.
Awesome. Anything else?
Yes. Nearly killing myself because I mentioned that Tosh didn't have any genitals. Just nearly killing myself after saying that.
Awesome. Locke?
Oh, so many. The very weird and flattering and cool thing of having someone that is a regular in our audience, Ustad, think I'm his favorite character. Like, just having someone who watches the show pick me as their favorite character and enjoy my roleplay and my stupid shit is that is amazing to me. It is not something I ever fancied happening. And so it's super flattering, and I love every bit of it. Moments in the show, like the long, deep, super RP conversations that I've gotten to have with Ven by a fire, are right up there at the top of the list. Anytime that I got to call Pants or Tarios a dumbass, or imply they were dumbass in some way, or just point to Venfira and let her call them that because I wanted to, but it comes off so much better from her. Getting to go all dad whose daughter has just started dating when Dandy and Pants were lying about where they had been. The amazing feat that we pulled off in disarming and resetting all of those traps in the heist episode. That is a D&D feat. I've never had a heist pull off that way. I've never successfully done that before, and that was amazing. And everything to do with cucumber sandwich milk.
Ren?
That's cute. That cucumber sandwich milk bit, you nearly got us killed.
It really
and
did.
It did get us captured.
It did.
Oh. One of my favorite things, actually Locke had mentioned it, when Dandy and Pants were lying about where they had been. And I was trying to make an in-character intimidation, and Patrick flat out said that he didn't know about the character, but the player was scared. I didn't mean to scare him, I swear. I wasn't trying to be that scary. And then Dandy and Pants tried to talk to each other in Gnomish, not knowing that Venfira speaks Gnomish. So she just butted into the conversation. It was like, you two need to tell us what the fuck's going on. And honest to goodness, one of our very first episodes, when everyone was trying to figure out who the others were because we started out not knowing each other, and Tarios had just asked Pants about his name, and then looked at Ven and went, "What? Your name's Dress?" And it was the first time I called someone dumbass in character, and it just kind of became a thing. It wasn't an intended thing. It wasn't something planned. It just became my thing.
Awesome. John?
As those of you who've been watching from the beginning know, I was a latecomer to this party. I was always behind the scenes watching and seeing them get nearly murdered week after week after week, and I'm like, man, this party could use some more healing. Which is then I said, hey, you got a time when a character can introduce that I'm here watching you and I would love to play with you all. So that was always going to stick out when the group accepted me into their arms. But probably my favorite moment is not really a singular moment, but more of the running gag of Zaraj trying to use her nose as much as possible with Pants, just to mess with him and creep him out.
So what about you, Tyr?
Yeah.
Hold on one second. I just want to interject something because I didn't say anything about Zaraj because me and you haven't had any like real like deep moments of RP. And it doesn't feel like a memory yet because it just happened. But if you ask me that same question in a year, the Quetzalcoatl is gonna be on that list a year from now as a memory. I just wanted to clarify that it is not a memory yet. That is fresh. That just fucking happened.
I loved that entire scene, that entire session. Like, it was epic and cinematic and all kinds of amazing. And if you haven't seen it, you should go back and watch the VODs because it is worth the rewatch. And I'm not saying that to toot my own horn. When I saw shit was going sideways, I'm like, well, if we're all going to die, we're going to die very cinematically.
Yeah, I went with rule of cool on that. Yeah. Had I stuck to the rules, it would have been an action each time to pick up one of the players. But I was like, fuck it. He turned into a giant dinosaur. I'm going to allow rule of cool. You know, so
Anyway,
It broke me afterwards when you told us how many hit points it had left.
yeah.
my favorite moments, God, there's so many. The deep conversations that you guys have had, the moments, those moments that I watch reality being paused, suspended, and you pulled into the story. I think another one of my favorite things about this is that people catching on to the world's okayest DM thing and over exaggerating that me being okay. I've really enjoyed that. I've absolutely just loved the storytelling and being here to share this. You guys make this. I'm just here to guide it. You guys are the real stars. And, you know, you could put anybody in my place and it would still be epic because you guys are epic.
Absolutely not. Every
No, 'cause-
great film has a great director behind it, telling the actors and guiding the actors.
All right, look. Yeah, what Alice said. Look at Star Wars. Episode 1 and Episode 2. George Lucas is not a good people director. He's a great technical director. He is not a people director. He had Academy Award-winning actors who seem wooden because he doesn't know how to give direction for acting, just for the technical stuff. Without a good director, without a good storyteller making the story happen, we have nothing to interact with but each other. And yeah, our interactions with each other are fun because we play well off of each other, but without the tension, without the drama of the story that you bring to us, we don't have anything to play. So, no, not everybody could do what you do. Not everybody could be slotted in here with us and make a great show. That's just not true.
Thank you.
I've played with Monty Hall DMs. I've played with DMs that just throw random encounter after random encounter at you, and you don't do that. You give us story. You give us meat on the bone to chew on, and we chew the fuck out of that bone. We chew it so hard like it's scenery, and we're just. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Does that make Kuwari Jar Jar Binks?
Yes, all fucking day long.
I'm gonna text him and tell him you said that.
Another favorite moment: the running gag of Kuwari.
Yeah.
The chat saying that Orc Binky was one of their moments.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I had almost forgotten Orc Binky. To bring that back.
All right.
I think you're gonna need a fresh one.
So going the other way.
I can get one out of the cauldron anytime I want.
Going the other way, what are you looking forward to in the year to come, John?
See, I'm just looking forward to seeing where the story goes, because, like, we're, aside from the fact that, we're trying to save the world, and when we were near that TPK, you told us what could happen. So, that could still happen, and it can go either way, but also that there's another story and another campaign affecting ours. And so, I'm always kind of on the edge of my seat of what's going to come next. And I'm also looking for, being able to take the group to the Lost Isle now and do some shenanigans on an island.
Awesome. Ren?
Yeah, Zaraj's Island sounds like it'll be fun. Yeah. Seeing where the story goes, seeing what becomes of each of us, how we change, how we grow, if we survive from this part of the story to the next. Seeing if Ven can get out of... She's not 100% sure if she's engaged or married at this point. Either way, she's not thrilled about it. Just honest to God, just seeing where it goes and getting to keep playing with all of you is a big part of why this is fun. Sorry.
No, if you're not finished, keep going.
For me, a big part of why this is fun isn't just rolling dice and playing D&D. It's who I'm playing with. You know, I've played with groups where there wasn't that camaraderie, that bond, and it really feels like working with that coworker who you don't really like but you have to be nice to. And this is family. And I don't mean like the weird uncle you have to put up with family, like the family you actually want to see.
For some of us, literally.
Awesome. Locke?
Oh, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how the wrap up of the story arc for the Blood Hunters goes and how it affects what we're doing, where that leads us from here. I'm really looking forward to finally getting to the Tusk Spire, hopefully, and seeing where that goes, because I thought we had solved the issues in my home, and now we're going back there again to solve more issues and to fight an even bigger threat. And so I'm kind of biting my nails over that. Really looking forward to seeing if we can free Venfira from the hooks of Angramora one way or another. Because, protective dad orc. Really looking forward to getting to meet Dandy's parents, and trying to help them remember their daughter, because protective dad uncle orc, however that works. And to getting to see where Zaraj came from. Yeah, and and the thing I wrote down earlier was I don't know if that'll pick up. It probably won't. No, it won't. Wait, there we go. Maybe. It says it's him making her into a being that can sit the throne beside him. So that's my theory, and now it's official in the world. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I'm right, I'm gonna rub it in all your faces later. But yeah, no, and looking forward to seeing how things play out and how this family continues to grow and evolve. And maybe we'll eventually start to like Scrimp. Love you, Patrick.
I already do.
Awesome. Alice?
It's not Scrimp, it's Jeff we hate. Scrimp we just don't like yet.
It's gonna be cheesy, and it's gonna be the fourth time it's said, but I just really look forward to where the story's going. I've no idea where it's going to go, partly because it's driven by 6 different people, basically. There's the one that has the tracks laid down, but I mean,
Fuck your track.
anything can happen. I've diverted things off the track myself, at least twice, I think. And it's just going to be really interesting to see how we as players shape the world that you created with how we interact with it. I'm looking forward to seeing if something that when I made Dandy does come true. Because when I first made her, and Tyr's the only one that knows this, if he'd be comfortable with me sharing it.
Go ahead.
I made her as this perpetually optimistic character that I wanted to break. I wanted to break her. Because that just happens in the world, and she needed to be disillusioned. And she's starting to get there. And it's something that I'm really looking forward to seeing just how far she can go before she just is completely snapped.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing how the story unfolds further, how you guys handle things that are coming, how you all react when you see how it all ties together, that sort of thing. This is my release. This is, you know, I'm basically a shut-in. I don't leave the house except to go to the doctors. You know, being disabled and everything. So this is where I get to escape on weekends, and it has meant so much to me, absolutely so much to me. And you guys mean the absolute world to me. You guys are my family, and I love each and every one of you. I love our audience. I can't wait to see how they react. You know, I love when they get mad at me. That means I'm doing a good job. And I will try to be less critical of myself going forward and try to accept the praise that you and other people give me. I did this last night, but I want to do it again tonight. There's some people I want to say thank you to. I want to say thank you to Draco Wynn, our chat moderator. We couldn't do this without you. We don't have to focus on the chat and what's going on because we know that you're out there to keep the peace and crack some heads. I want to say thank you to Lollipop Gestapo, Amy, our social media fairy, who has done an amazing job. We've got like over 1,600 followers on Twitter for Will of the
Hot
Dice.
damn.
Yeah.
They've done an amazing job. I want to say thank you to Ustad and the Welsh Turk. They have been so encouraging and so supportive and have helped in so many different ways in and out of just normal circumstances. I want to say thank you to Baynard, although he's not here. He was the biggest supporter and cheerleader when all of this first got started. And I just want to thank everybody that tunes in week after week to watch us do this. Like, it's just amazing. Like, we don't have the most number of audience members, but we have the best audience members, hands down. And
We like you, chat.
We like you a lot. We think you're pretty cool.
Yeah, Draco Wynn says, well, don't have to crack many heads in here, and that's because we have the best audience. You know, even the raiders that come in, like, they behave themselves and they sit and watch because we're telling good story here, between all of us. And, so, thank you to the audience for, being good people and being kind and considerate and inclusive and polite in chat. I keep the chat running next to me so I can see what's going on, and just watching them have conversations that have nothing to do with the game amongst themselves while we're playing sometimes is really, really amusing. Like, they're a community and it's great. You watch new people come in and ask questions and everyone's jumping to help them out and answer things. We have an amazing audience.
And
I should say so. My fiance is one of them. Love
yes,
you,
Mr.
hug.
Dandy, hi. You have no personality. You have no name. You are Mr. Dandy. From now until forever.
Forever.
Mr. Gigglebox, if you please.
Yes. One of the things that I would like to do in the year to come is to set up a Will of the Dice Discord. So our audience has a place to go and hang out when they're not here in stream. I think that would be awesome. And I think you guys would enjoy that. I may be wrong. Yeah. You guys, I'm going to get emotional here for a second, but it needs to be said. You guys, my players, and you guys, the audience, don't know how much you've done to keep me alive. This last year, I have battled suicidal urges. Bad. There's been nights where I've sat holding a bottle of pills or a straight razor going, yeah, it's time to check out. And when I do, I think of all the people I would hurt, and you guys are at the top of that list. And so I just want to thank you for accepting me, the big fat geek that I am, as your dungeon master, and hanging out in this world that I created and being my friends more than anything. Thank you all. I couldn't have made it this far without you. And I can never repay you enough.
Love you, buddy.
You
Yeah, we
know,
love you.
When I lost my wife suddenly, I didn't know how to keep going. I didn't know what to do. And the only thing I had was the support of some really amazing people and a story to tell. And so I did the best I could to tell the story. So, anyway, love you guys.
Yeah.
We love you too.
All right. Any questions from the audience for any of us? Now's the time.
Now is the time. Well, Drakowin says that this show and the chat have kept him going through some very bad times this year. He loves us all. It is very mutual, Drakowin. Tyr had a very rough year. Me and Tyr joined the same shitty club this year, the Widowers Club. It is not a fun place to be. So Alice experienced that too, and this game has been a source of escape and happiness in some really dark times. So we thank all of you for tuning in, and we're glad we can help you get through your dark times too.
All right, guys, let's remind people who we are, where they can find us, and let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in tonight. I was Zaraj, your matronly mother, Loxodon Druid. I am John. You can find me all over the internet at that_film_guy.
Hey everybody, I'm Ren Matley. I was the voice of Vinfira tonight, the extremely reluctant Queen of Angramora, and you can find me on Twitter at Ren_Matley.
I didn't mean to mute, because I thought I was already muted. Hi, I'm Alice, the voice of Dandy Santhy Jelbean Gigglebox Pincushion Monfrey, and you can find me on Twitter at Cap'n Cuppycake.
Hi gamers, I'm still Locke Clark, and I play Karak Stoutheart, the Orc Cleric, and you can find me on the Book of Faces and the Twitter Patients at Locke Unruly. That's Locke with an H.
And I'm Tyr the DM. I am the world's okayest DM. And you can find me on Twitter at Tyr_the_DM. We hope that each and every one of you have a wonderful holiday, whatever you celebrate. Even if you don't celebrate, we hope that you have a wonderful week. Remember, we're not streaming this coming week because we are taking it to spend time with our families and such. We hope that the new year coming is absolutely bright for all of you. And we hope that you find nothing but happiness and love. We would like to remind you that times get dark and things get tough, but you're not alone. As you have proven tonight, the things that you've said in chat, there's always people that you can draw light and strength from. Let them. And until you're strong enough to be that light and that strength for someone else. Remember, love and inclusion, these are the torches that light a path to a better tomorrow. Come join us and be torchbearers. And remember, until next time, live a life to make yourself proud. We love you guys.